Hi guys, MySpace Secrets here, and I want to thank you for joining with me today. It is February 3rd, 2012. Well, what an interesting couple of weeks we've had. There's still a lot of talk about the US elections coming up. Even here in Australia, we're getting lots of coverage here. Today, what I want to talk about, what I want to cover is the three types of people who I think will be the most successful when the financial crisis 2.0 does actually come along. Those three people, I think, are the number one, takers, number two, producers, and number three, the doers, the people that are taking action. Now, if you're not aware, currently right now, there is about 30% of Americans who are either unemployed or underemployed. And, so the desperation there is, surely setting in for millions of people, who, or even those who have benefits that have expired and little hope on the job front. And, these people that are not prepared are going to get desperate, or what I call the takers. And if you've heard the saying, desperate times call for desperate measures, that is exactly what I'm talking about here. And if you think things get really bad, these people are going to take from others. And it's unlikely that the authorities will have the capacity to enforce these little petty theft crimes. So police departments around the countries, they're already starting to not respond to some of these calls for the petty theft and vandalism, and we see that trend going forward. And there's likely to be some takers organised into gangs, and that'll be difficult or impossible to defend against. And even good, well-managed people, will have to become takers, I think, if they get desperate enough to feed themselves and their families. And you see, real worth in times of uncertainty, as well as times of abundance, is the ability to produce something of value. So let's just touch on that second one, and that is the producers. Now, realistically, the producers in any realm of human necessity will be the most equipped to survive the economic downturn that we see coming, or an all-out collapse. So everyone who is unemployed or working a job where they essentially shuffle papers all day really don't have real-world producing criteria. And I guess we realise, the world is not it's not going to devolve into some Mad Max-like post-apocalyptic state. Many skills will remain useful in a dogged economy. Besides the obvious important skills of, like farming, construction, sewing, mechanics, computer technicals, and all that sort of thing. Even writers and artists and musicians, food preparation, everything like that is definitely always in demand in our society. So, since most of us don't plan to become takers in this economic crisis, it's vital that, right now, that we learn the universal skill which will ensure our productivity under, learn how to produce things in any economic circumstance, and that will keep us safe. And to those who already possess a range of these skills, you might be able to produce things, but it's a good time right now to further hone in on what you have learned and maybe turn it into a little side business, as well as educate your family and your friends, your neighbours, people like that. And the third one, which is the most important, I think, are the doers, the people that are out there right now at the start of 2012, and they're not just sitting around saying, oh yeah, I've got to do this and I've got to do that and I should buy gold and I should sell this or whatever. They're actually taking action. They're doing things right now to help them prepare the best they can, and they're taking action when? Now, today. So, we can all learn something from this, and we can all do something. We can all, no matter how small you think it is. And I think, in the long run, it's better off to be a producer and also a doer, someone who is taking action and being around like-minded individuals with, the community-centered approach. And, that's going to help you support each other in bad economic times. So, just something to think about today, but I want to share these things with you and the three types of personalities that will do the best in the coming times. Anyway, thanks for joining with me today. Don't forget to check out our site, which is www.forecastfortomorrow.com. Join our newsletter. Until next time, thanks again, take care, have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye-bye.